Part 1: Echoes of the Past. Floating amidst the vastness of space is a peculiar sensation. It's like being trapped in a silent symphony, the kind that reverberates inside you, made of solar flares and distant star whispers. I'm aboard the Vasquez, my trusty freighter that's more rust than sleek these days, but she's got spirit, and like me, she's seen better days. I'm Captain Jace Kincaid, and I've been running ops on the fringe of civilization for more years than I care to count. These days, I'm more courier than smuggler, a softer euphemism for having bills to pay and few questions asked. Today, though, something's different. The kind of different that gives you a tick in the back of your skull. I've got a mission to a place that shouldn't exist. Vasquez whirs back to life, systems humming like a caffeinated koala. Captain, we're approaching coordinates, pipes in grit, my comms officer, voice scratchy with static as usual. And, you might want to see this. I make my way to the cockpit, squeezing past cargo crates that seem to breed like rabbits. The view outside is not on any map. A massive, spiraling structure looms in the starlit backdrop. Imagine a cathedral in zero gravity, twisted towers reaching for the void. It's got a luminescent sheen, pulsing gently as if alive. This wasn't just a derelict, this was history, or a really bad idea. That's got to be a precursor artifact. I can barely contain the excitement in my voice. The precursors were the galaxy's long-lost architects, leaving behind breadcrumbs of their existence. I'd give my left arm, the organic one, to explore one of their relics. Readings are all over the place. Energy signatures like I've never seen, Grit adds with his usual flair for the obvious. Plot a course, Grit, we're going in. The interior of the structure is a maze of corridors, each with walls shimmering like liquid silver. As we make our way deeper, I'm struck by the silence, the kind that swallows you whole. Then there's the hum, low and resonating from beneath my feet, as if the structure itself is breathing. Careful, Captain. I've got enough anomalies on sensors to start a museum, Grit cautions, his voice laced with dry humor. The path leads us to a chamber dominated by a large, intricate console. It looks more organic than mechanical, like a deconstructed alien brain. My hands itch to touch it, to decipher its secrets. But I hesitate. A relic like this could be a Pandora's box or a ticket to unimaginable knowledge. Before I can decide, the chamber lights flicker and a holographic image bursts to life. An alien form, definitely non-humanoid, emerges. Its features are fluid, constantly morphing in a dance of light and shadow. It speaks, its voice a harmonious blend of tones, like a choir sewn into a whisper. Only the worthy can unlock the Desiderium's heart. Worthy, I echo, more to myself than anyone else. What's it mean to be worthy? Do you think it wants our resumes? Grit quips, managing to sound amused over the comms. I chuckle despite myself. Our banter is cut short as the chamber trembles violently. A security system, perhaps, or a reminder that curiosity has a price. We need to act quickly. Hesitation isn't a luxury we can afford. Time to earn our pay, Grit. We're going to interface, see if we can patch into its system. The Vasquez shudders as I jack the console's tendrils into the ship's network. There's a moment, a breathless suspension, then the ship's readings explode with data streams. My head spins as I absorb what I can. Star maps, technological schematics, a glimpse of the universe through the eyes of its original architects. But one piece catches my attention, a beacon, hidden within its database, leading to a derelict space station that once belonged to the precursors. A second chance at the fortune and glory that eluded every explorer before me. I note the coordinates as the tremors intensify. Whatever we've done, it's waking up the whole structure. Time for a graceful exit, I declare, fingers flying over controls to disengage. The console's tendrils retract reluctantly, like a lover's farewell. I force Vasquez into full reverse, thrusters protesting loudly at the sudden demand. As we break free of the structure's gravitational pull, it begins to collapse inward, folding back into non-existence. One last echo of the past, vanishing before my eyes. The alien hologram's final words resonate in my mind, an enigma wrapped in luminescence. "Captain, what now?" Grit asks, trying to sound nonchalant but failing to hide the hint of excitement. "Now we chase ghosts, my friend. We chase the ghosts of our own making." I steer the Vasquez toward the next chapter, the Precursor station, and whatever awaits us there. Part 2: Secrets in the Void. As the Vasquez speeds through the void, the glow of the Precursor structure fades into the backdrop of stars, becoming just another ghost in the galaxy's growing collection. My mind races with thoughts of what we've uncovered. In the silence of space, whispers of the unknown fill my head, urging me on like a siren's song. "Captain," Grit breaks the quiet, "I've cross-referenced the coordinates with our database. The station's called the Desiderium Bastion, last logged over a millennium ago." "A millennium? That's ancient, even by Precursor standards," I reply, trying to mask my awe with skepticism. The Precursors have always been shrouded in mystery, their artifacts legendary for both their potential and their peril. "How far out is it?" I ask, steering the conversation back to practicality. "About 6 hours at full burn, assuming the engines don't decide to become sentient and strike for better working conditions." "Just keep them caffeinated, Grit," I chuckle, "and keep an eye on our 6. A find like this tends to attract unsavory types." As the hours bleed into one another, I let Vasquez's gentle hum lull me into a trance, immersing myself in the star charts projected before me. The expanse stretches infinitely, all-encompassing and indifferent, a constant reminder of how small we really are. "Incoming transmission," Grit announces, shattering the stillness. His voice is tinged with surprise. Looks like someone's trying to hail us. I tap the console, bringing up the comms display. The face staring back at me is familiar. Commander Leora Vasquez, my estranged sister and the ship's original namesake. Her eyes are as sharp as I remember, though now they're shadowed by intrigue, suspicion, and maybe a dash of familial disappointment. "Jace," she greets me, her voice as smooth as asteroid glass. "I hear you've been poking around relics well above your pay grade." "Commander," I retort, keeping my tone light. "Fancy running into you out here in the cosmic boonies. To what do I owe the pleasure?" I could ask the same. I'm trailing a signal from a Precursor device, and my scans picked up your ship leaving the area. I lean back in my chair, weighing my options. Our last meeting didn't end on the best terms, but family ties have a way of tangling with your intentions. "Then we're on the same path," I admit. "Seems there's a whole station out there waiting to be explored." "And claimed," she adds, the subtext as clear as a comet's tail. "Don't worry, Leora," I assure her, flashing a roguish grin only an older brother can pull off. "I'm just keeping it warm for you." "Just don't blow it up, Jace. I'd hate to have to rescue you again." Her image flickers off, leaving behind the weight of unsaid things. The Desiderium bastion looms ahead, its metallic hull half buried in the shadow of a swirling nebula. It's more than just a station. It's a relic of a forgotten age, untouched by time and its ravages. As we approach, the dimensions of the place strike me anew, vast, cavernous, and utterly still. Docking is precarious, like threading a needle with no hands. I guide the Vasquez with the precision of a surgeon, nerves tingling with anticipation. The airlock hisses as we latch onto the bastion, and I can feel the thrill of discovery vibrating in my bones. Feels like stepping into the past, I remark to Grit as we suit up. The air inside the station is breathable, but I trust old tech about as far as I can throw it. Let's just hope the past doesn't decide to get up and walk, Grit replies, dry humor masking his own excitement. Inside, the station is a marvel of Precursor engineering. The corridors glow with an ethereal light, casting strange shadows that seem to dance along the walls as we pass. The architecture is fluid, organic, as if the station itself was grown rather than built. We reach a central chamber, its dome towering above us. In its center stands a pedestal, another console like the one we'd encountered before, but larger, more complex. It calls to me, a siren's whisper echoed through time. I step forward, drawn by an inexplicable urge. Just as I'm about to interface, an alarm blares through the station. Red lights flash and the floor trembles beneath us. "Captain, we've got company," Grit shouts, his voice barely rising above the din. The readouts show a ship closing in fast, not just any ship, but an old rival's craft. "Seems like everyone's crashing the party today," I mutter. "Grit, get back to the Vasquez and ready her for a quick getaway." He nods, tension threading his movements, and rushes back the way we came. Left alone, I focus on the console, determined to uncover the secrets buried within before our uninvited guests can. The alien interface flares to life under my touch, data streaming into my mind like a torrent threatening to overflow. I see visions of star systems, of technology lost to the ages, and of something else entirely. A cosmic anomaly hidden deep within the galaxy, pulsing with the energy of a dying sun. The doors to the chamber burst open, my rival's crew spilling in with weapons drawn. I have no choice. I lock the data into my ship systems, sealing it with a command known only to me, and make a break for it. The ensuing chase through the station's labyrinth is a blur of adrenaline and narrow escapes. Shots ring out, ricocheting off walls as I vault over debris and duck into narrow passages. The exit is just ahead, freedom within reach. I leap through the airlock, sealing it behind me, and race to the cockpit where Grit stands ready. "Punch it!" I shout, breathless and exhilarated. The Vasquez roars to life, engines blazing as we pull away from the bastion. Behind us, the rival ship struggles to maneuver, trapped momentarily by the station's defenses. As we slip back into the vast safety of space, I can't help but laugh, a wild, triumphant sound that echoes through the cabin. We've done it for now, at least. "Captain, what did you find?" Grit asks, curiosity barely contained. "Something big," I reply, eyes glinting with the promise of adventure. "And we're just getting started." Part 3: The Fractured Sky. The Vasquez slices through the void, her hull vibrating with the ferocity of our recent escape. I lean back in the captain's chair, the adrenaline still sparking through my veins like a live wire. "Looks like we had one hell of a party back there," Grit says, his lopsided grin making its usual appearance. "Let's hope our gatecrashers are nursing their hangovers while we're long gone." I shift in my seat, glancing at the swirling cosmos that rushes past, but there's no time for complacency. Somewhere out there, beyond the stars, lies the key to our next move. "That anomaly you mentioned, Jace," Grit says, his tone turning serious. "What exactly are we dealing with?" I bring up the data stream, the console glowing a cool azure. The precursor information is a mosaic of cryptic symbols and star maps, but the anomaly stands out like a beacon, a celestial wound, raw and exposed, pulsating with energy. "A rift," I explain, "some kind of fracture in space-time. It's venting energy on a scale that could light a solar system. And that's good how? Grit arches an eyebrow, skepticism and curiosity woven into his words. It's not, I admit, but where there's power, there's potential for technology, for discovery. The precursors saw something significant in it, enough to hide the coordinates within a fortress of forgotten history. Our destination is set, an uncharted sector of space veiled in radiation storms and cosmic debris fields. It's the kind of place navigators tell horror stories about, a Bermuda Triangle of the stars. Just the sort of vacation spot I'd choose. The journey is tense, each hour marked by the tick of Vasquez's systems recalibrating to the etheric interference that warps our path. I watch the sensors, the usual displays distorted by the anomaly's influence. My mind drifts back to Leora's words, her warning echoing like a distant thunderclap. We breach the perimeter of the anomaly's influence, the stars bending and twisting in our viewports, as if the fabric of reality itself is unraveling. Here we go, I mutter, bracing myself for the unknown. The anomaly comes into view, a vast, swirling maelstrom of energy, its edges outlined in vibrant hues of violet and gold. Tendrils of light stretch from its core, reaching out hungrily, as if eager to consume everything in its grasp. Captain, readings are off the charts, Grit gasps, eyes wide as data streams across his console like a waterfall. This thing's alive or something like it. We need to get closer, I decide, pushing the Vasquez's engines to their limit. The ship groans in protest, but she holds steady, her spirit undeterred. As we approach, the anomaly reacts, the tendrils shifting, aligning. It's as if the rift recognizes us, reaching out like a celestial handshake. Then, without warning, the Vasquez lurches violently, caught in a gravitational wake. "Hold on," I shout, gripping the controls so tightly my knuckles ache. The ship spirals, buffeted by unseen forces, and the stars blur into a chaotic dance. Alarms blare, the cacophony of impending disaster. But then, as suddenly as it began, the turbulence ceases. We're suspended in an eerie calm, the anomaly's energy pulsing around us like a heartbeat. And there, at its center, a structure materializes in the swirling nexus. Is that what I think it is? Grit's voice is barely a whisper, awe mingling with disbelief. It's a ship, I confirm, wonderstruck. Not just any ship, but an alien vessel unlike anything I've ever seen. Its hull is a complex latticework of crystalline structures, glowing with an internal luminescence that defies reason. It's beautiful, I breathe, the sight overwhelming in its majesty. We have to get aboard. Navigating into position, we dock with the alien craft, its airlock opening to welcome us. The interior is an otherworldly landscape of shimmering fractals and cascading lights, a symphony of sight and sound that defies human comprehension. As we explore, the ship reveals itself as a living entity, its walls vibrating with a melody that resonates in my bones. Yet it's eerily silent, the emptiness echoing with the ghosts of its creators. In the central chamber, we find it a pulsating core of energy, its surface a shifting tapestry of colors. It's the heart of the ship, the source of its power and perhaps its consciousness. "Look at this," Grit says, pointing to a console that glows with symbols similar to those in the Precursor database. It's some kind of interface. I approach, the yearning to understand burning within me. The moment my hand touches the console, a connection forms, information flowing through me like an electric current. I see glimpses of a cosmic map, the anomaly's true nature, a conduit to another galaxy, another universe. A crossing point between worlds. But there's a catch. The ship systems are failing, the core's energy dwindling. To stabilize it, to keep the anomaly open, Rick, Eyre's more power than we possess. A choice looms large before me. Take what I can and leave, or risk everything for the chance to unlock a universe of knowledge. My heart pounds with the weight of it, the decision a pivotal thread in the tapestry of my life. I look at Grit, his face a mirror of my own uncertainty. We could learn so much, he says, his voice a plea for understanding. But beneath his words, I hear the unspoken fear of what we might unleash. With a deep breath, I make my decision, one that will forever alter the course of our journey. Let's give it everything we've got, I say, determination hardening my resolve. We came here for answers, and I'll be damned if we leave with nothing. Together we work, channeling the Vasquez's power into the alien ship's core. The energy surges, the anomaly brightening with new vigor. And as the connection stabilizes, I feel the universe shift, a door opening to endless possibilities. As we stand amidst the glow, I realize that this is just the beginning. The future stretches before us, a vast, uncharted expanse of potential. And with each step, we carve our own path through the stars, our fates intertwined with the fractured sky. Part 4, Through the Cosmic Veil. In the aftermath of our decision, the alien ship hums with renewed life, the core's radiant energy synchronizing with the pulsing anomaly outside. It's like awakening a sleeping giant, its ancient heart beating in tandem with the rhythm of the cosmos. I feel it resonate within me, a connection that transcends the physical, reaching into the very fabric of existence. Beside me, Grit watches with a mix of awe and trepidation. So, what's the plan, Captain? You mentioned answers, but we might just as easily find a whole new set of questions. True enough, I admit, letting the moment stretch between us. But this ship's our key. If we can understand it, control it, we might open a gateway to places nobody's ever dreamed of. Good thing I've got a vivid imagination, Grit replies, his usual humor cutting through the tension like a well-timed quip. Our work aboard the alien ship is meticulous, every interaction with its systems like a conversation in a language I'm still learning. The more we delve, the more the ship yields its secrets, star charts, advanced schematics, and a history etched in light and sound. It's a glimpse into a civilization that transcended boundaries, their knowledge a tapestry woven across galaxies. As we explore, the ship's AI begins to interact with us, its presence manifesting as a gentle breeze, a whisper on the edge of perception. It guides us, showing glimpses of a vast network of anomalies anchored by ships like this one, each a hub of exploration and discovery. But there's urgency in its actions, a sense of impending change. The ship systems are deteriorating faster than expected, its energy reserves dwindling despite our initial boost. We need to find a stable power source, one that can sustain the ship and keep the anomaly open permanently. Back aboard the Vasquez, Grit and I pore over the data, our minds racing to find a solution. The challenge is immense, the stakes higher than ever. And as we debate, the universe continues its indifferent dance, stars twinkling with secrets yet uncovered. Here, Grit points to a section of the star map, his voice tinged with excitement. There's a system not far from here. It's marked as a potential energy source, something unique. Unique how? I ask, leaning closer. Grit's eyes gleam with the thrill of discovery. Quantum singularity harness, if the data's right, it's a contained black hole, perfect for the kind of power we need. The idea is bold, reckless even, but it holds promise. If we can tap into such a source, the possibilities are limitless. But any misstep could end our journey in the blink of an eye. Set a course, I decide finally, the weight of leadership heavy yet invigorating. We're going singularity hunting. Navigating the Vasquez through the sector is a delicate dance. each maneuver calculated to minimize exposure to the gravitational eddies that warp space around us. Our destination looms ahead, a binary system with a hidden companion, the singularity, a dark sentinel against the backdrop of stars. The approach is fraught with tension, as if the universe itself is holding its breath. Every sensor screams warnings, the ship's hull groaning under the strain of proximity to the gravitational well. "Captain, we're on the edge," Grit reports, his eyes fixed on the displays. "One wrong move and we're cosmic spaghetti." "I prefer al dente," I quip, focusing my entire being on the controls. The singularity's energy fluctuates, a tempest of quantum potential. But amidst the chaos, there's an order, a rhythm that mirrors the anomaly's pulse. With painstaking precision, we align the Vasquez, deploying stabilizers and energy conduits. The ship's systems groan in protest, but the core of the alien craft, guided by its AI, begins to draw from the singularity's wellspring. The transformation is immediate, the alien ship's core flaring with newfound vitality, colors cascading in a dance of power. The anomaly stabilizes, its swirling edges solidifying into a gateway of shimmering light. "We did it," Grit whispers, awe threading his voice. The singularity's energy flows through the ship, creating a bridge between worlds that stretches into infinity. But this victory comes with a price. The singularity's presence has caught the attention of others. Distant scans detect multiple vessels converging on our location. Rivals, opportunists, or worse, they threaten to shatter the fragile peace we've forged. It's time to act, to make use of what we've unlocked before we're overwhelmed. The anomaly beckons, a siren call promising wonders and dangers beyond imagination. "Ready or not," I say, my voice steady despite the storm brewing around us. "Let's see what lies beyond the veil." The Vasquez edges forward, her engines a low hum against the cosmic symphony. As we cross the threshold, I feel a shift, reality bending in a way that defies logic. The ship shudders, then stills as we break through to the other side. Before us lies a realm of breathtaking wonder, a tapestry of vibrant colors and alien worlds stretching out in an endless panorama. It's a new frontier, the start of a journey that will test every ounce of our courage and resolve. As we sail through the gateway, I realize that the universe is vast and unpredictable. And though uncertainty lies ahead, it's the thrill of the unknown that keeps our hearts beating, our spirits soaring, ready to face whatever challenges await us in the uncharted expanse of the cosmos. Part 5, Celestial Symphony. Emerging from the anomaly feels like surfacing from a deep dive, the universe reshuffling itself into a new harmony. The Vasquez floats in a realm of colors that defy imagination. Nebulas swirl like cosmic brushstrokes against the canvas of infinity, each planet a jewel suspended in the void. Space here is alive, humming with a frequency I can almost hear, a celestial symphony playing just for us. "Captain, this is something else," Grit breathes, his eyes wide with wonder as he absorbs the panorama displayed in our viewports. The usual snark is momentarily absent, replaced by awe that mirrors my own. "The Precursor's highway," I whisper, half to myself. "We've stumbled upon a galactic crossroads, a network of paths woven by those ancient architects, each leading to secrets older than recorded time. Our presence here hasn't gone unnoticed. The Vasquez's sensors pick up a flurry of activity, signals from ships that don't conform to any known design, their configurations erratic, like reflections in a broken mirror. "Looks like we've got company," Grit notes, his voice regaining some of its familiar edge. "Should we be worried?" "Not yet," I decide, steering us toward the nearest planet, a verdant sphere wreathed in clouds of emerald and sapphire. It's a refuge of sorts, away from the potential scrutiny of those unknown vessels. As we descend through the atmosphere, the Vasquez shudders, turbulence from unfamiliar air currents testing her resilience. Below, the landscape unfurls in vibrant hues, forests extending like emerald oceans, mountain ranges rising like the spines of slumbering titans. The planet is alive with activity, yet there's an uncanny serenity, like stepping into a dream. We set down in a clearing near a river that twists like liquid crystal, the air fragrant with the scent of alien flora. "Welcome to paradise," I declare, exhaling in relief as the engines wind down. "Let's see what we've found." Grit and I disembark, local gravity holding us with a gentle embrace. The air is rich with oxygen, tinged with exotic undertones. Around us, vibrant plants sway in an unseen breeze, their movements almost conscious. As we explore, I'm struck by the symbiosis of life here. Plants and creatures coexist in harmonious balance, their interactions a dance of give and take, creating a tapestry of existence unspoiled by time. But harmony is not without its challenges. A subtle tension thrums beneath the surface, a sense of anticipation, as if the very planet is watching, waiting. We follow the river, its banks lined with luminescent blossoms that pulse in time with the gentle rush of water. Our exploration leads us to a clearing dominated by a towering monolith, its surface etched with intricate glyphs that shimmer in the dappled sunlight. A precursor outpost, perhaps, left behind as a waypoint or a warning. "Captain, over here." Grit's voice pulls me from my reverie. He stands before an archway carved into the base of the monolith, its entrance yawning into shadow. Together we step inside, the air cooler, tinged with an ancient scent of stone and history. The interior is a labyrinth of passages, each wall adorned with murals depicting the dance of stars and planets, a cosmic ballet frozen in time. At the heart of the structure, we find a chamber housing a console similar to those we've encountered before, but this one is different. Its design is more organic, its interface fluid, like liquid crystal bound by invisible threads. I reach out, my touch igniting a cascade of color. The console responds with a symphony of light and sound, information streaming into my consciousness, a message, a guide to navigating the precursor paths. But there's more. A looming threat concealed within the beauty, a warning of an entity that dwells between the worlds, feeding on the energy of the pathways. The very act of opening these channels risks awakening it, a shadow that waits in the silence between stars. Is it me, or does this sound like a cosmic boogeyman? Grit's attempt at levity is thin, masking the unease in his eyes. "It's real enough," I reply, a chill threading through my veins. But if the precursors faced it, they must have found a way to contain it. Our discussion is interrupted by a distant sound, a low, resonant hum that seems to come from all around us. It's a melody, haunting and beautiful, growing in intensity, as if the very planet has joined the celestial symphony. Outside, the landscape has transformed. The plants sway in time with the music, their luminescence intensifying. Above, the sky swirls with colors, the clouds parting to reveal constellations unfamiliar and wondrous. But the music is not just a display, it's a signal, a means of communication. And as we listen, it becomes clear. The planet is aware of our presence, extending its invitation to join the dance of the cosmos. "We need to move," I say, urgency flaring within me. "If the song can reach you, it can reach others too." Back aboard the Vasquez, we prepare to leave, the ship's systems synchronized with the planet's rhythm. As we lift off, the music crescendos, a farewell and a promise intertwined. The journey ahead is fraught with uncertainty, the shadow of the entity looming ever larger. Yet, amidst the challenges, there's a sense of purpose, a destiny woven into the stardust of this celestial symphony. As the Vasquez charts a course deeper into the pathways, I find solace in the adventure that awaits, for what is life but a journey through the vast, unending expanse of possibility? And with each step, we forge our path through the stars, the universe unfolding before us like a symphony destined to be explored. Part 6: The Luminous Web. The Vasquez glides through the ethereal expanse of the Precursor pathways, each moment an orchestration of light and shadow, reality blending at the seams. This place, this realm is alive, weaving a tapestry of connections between galaxies, times, and dimensions. I'm both navigator and passenger on this cosmic ocean, each turn a new note in the symphony that surrounds us. Grit stands beside me at the helm, his gaze locked onto the swirling colors outside. Jace, I still can't wrap my head around it. We're literally sailing through the oldest highway known to any species. It's more than a highway, I muse, watching the patterns shift and align, showing glimpses of forgotten worlds and ancient constellations. It's a web, a cosmic network, and we're strands in its design. Our destination is one such strand, a world known as Rebis, a planet the Precursor teachings identified as both a sanctuary and a nexus. It's rumored to be home to the Guardians, an enigmatic race said to maintain the balance of the pathways. Rebis draws closer, its silhouette a silhouette of verdant blues and golds against the void. As we approach, the Vasquez receives a transmission, a signal of intricate harmonies that resonates with the ship's systems. It's a welcome, an invitation to enter the world beneath the cosmic veil. The descent is gentle, a breeze guiding us through layers of atmosphere alive with motes of light. We touch down on an island surrounded by crystalline waters that shimmer under a luminescent sky, colors shifting in harmony with some unseen rhythm. Looks like paradise, Grit observes, scanning the landscape. Assuming paradise comes with a rule book and someone to enforce it. We're about to find out, I reply, stepping onto the soft, sandy ground. The air is sweet, carrying hints of alien flowers and the distant echoes of birdsong, or something akin to it. The path from the shore leads us through a forest of towering trees, their branches intertwined in arches that cradle the light. The atmosphere is reverent, like stepping into a cathedral built by nature itself. Our journey brings us to the heart of the island, where a colossal structure rises, a temple of craftsmanship beyond comprehension, carved from iridescent stone that shifts like liquid crystal. Before it, a gathering of beings awaits. The Guardians. They are unlike anything I've seen, forms that shift and flow, composed of light and energy, their presence a symphony in its own right. They communicate in tones and colors, resonating with the world around them. Welcome, one says, its voice a melody of serene notes. You are travelers on the luminous web, seekers of knowledge and guardians of balance. We've come for answers, I state, humility tinged with urgency. The pathways hold wonders and perils. We need to understand the threat that dwells within them. The entity, the Guardian intones, its light dimming slightly. It is a shadow born of imbalance, drawn to the energy that bridges worlds. It feeds and grows, seeking to consume all. Can it be stopped? Grit asks, his usual bravado tempered by the gravity of the conversation. Containment is possible, the Guardian replies, but only through harmony, through joining the paths and restoring the flow of energy. The web must be woven anew. The task is daunting, the scale unimaginable. Yet a plan takes form, guided by the Guardian's wisdom and the knowledge we've gathered. To restore the balance, we must close the gateway that feeds the entity, a task requiring precision, courage, and sacrifice. The Guardians teach us their ways, revealing the hidden mechanisms that govern the pathways. It's a dance of light and sound, each movement a step toward harmony. And as we learn, I feel the web's resonance growing, strengthening, binding us to its purpose. But the entity is aware, its presence a dark whisper on the edge of perception. Time is short, the stakes immense. And so we prepare for the final act, the culmination of our journey through the pathways. Returning to the Vasquez, we set the coordinates, aligning with a node crucial to the web's integrity. The ship moves with purpose, guided by the rhythm of the universe itself. Each thruster burst a heartbeat in the cosmic dance. The node is a nexus of energy, pulsating with the power of countless worlds. Here, we will complete the ritual, weaving the strands of the web with the energy of the Guardians and the knowledge we've gained. As we work, the entity strikes, a tendril of shadow lashing out, seeking to unravel our efforts. The ship shudders, alarms blaring as I wrestle for control. But we are not alone. The Guardians stand with us, their light a bulwark against the dark. Together we push back, channeling the energy into the nexus, sealing the pathways with a symphony of light and sound. The entity's presence fades, its power diminished. The web holds firm, its harmony restored. And as the last notes the ritual echo into silence, I feel a sense of peace, a knowledge that we have safeguarded the wonders of the pathways for future travelers. As we return to Rebis, the Guardians bid us farewell, their teachings a gift beyond measure. And as the Vasquez lifts into the sky, I look to the stars, a tapestry of light and possibility, knowing that our journey is far from over. For in this boundless universe there are always new paths to explore, new symphonies to join. And with each step, each note, we become part of the ever-expanding composition, our presence a melody that echoes through the luminous web of creation. Part 7. The Veil of Dreams. The Vasquez sails onward, her course set through a tapestry of stars that stretch like strands of woven silk across the cosmos. With each light year, we put distance between ourselves and the closed node, the Guardian's melody still echoing in the quiet spaces of my mind. The universe seems calmer now, its rhythm restored, yet a sense of anticipation hums beneath the surface. Captain, I've been thinking, Grit breaks the silence, his voice resonating with curiosity. What if the pathways hold more than just connections? What if they're evolving like a living ecosystem? An ecosystem of possibilities, I muse, considering the vastness of what we've only begun to uncover. If that's true, then every journey is both exploration and interaction, a dance with creation itself. Our conversation drifts to silence as we prepare for the next leg of our journey. The Precursor star map projects a destination shimmering with potential, the Veil of Dreams, a legendary nebula said to hold the secret to unlocking deeper layers of consciousness. It's a place woven into myth, where reality and dreams intertwine, a perfect challenge for travelers who have tasted the wonders of the web. The veil comes into view, a nebulous expanse of swirling colors that shift like liquid dreams, casting a luminescent glow over the Vasquez. Within its depths, stars flicker like distant memories, their light a gentle caress against the ship's hull. As we enter, the boundaries of reality blur, the transition seamless yet profound. The energy within the nebula is palpable, a vibrant resonance that harmonizes with our thoughts, emotions, and desires. Here, the mind becomes a canvas, and dreams take form as tangible experiences. Feels like stepping inside a waking dream, Grit comments, off-threading his voice. I see why they call it the Veil of Dreams. It's more than just a dreamscape, I reply, the atmosphere around us alive with potential. It's a reflection, a place where the subconscious paints reality with the colors of our deepest truths. Our exploration leads us to crystalline formations that pulse with light, each one a node of consciousness, connecting to the greater whole. As we approach, the ship's systems react, synchronizing with the nebula's energy, the displays flickering with visions of past and future. We disembark onto a floating platform of iridescent stone, the air around us shimmering with possibilities. The nebula's influence is immediate, weaving itself into our thoughts, amplifying our senses, and revealing hidden facets of our psyche. In this place, the mind's eye opens wide, images and emotions unfolding like pages in a cosmic book. I see glimpses of my past, the choices that shaped me, the roads not taken, each moment etched in vibrant clarity. There's pain, triumph, regret, and hope, all intertwined in the tapestry of my being. Grit stands beside me, his own journey made manifest. It's like staring into the heart of a star, he murmurs, the light reflecting in his eyes. Everything's connected like threads in an endless web. This is why the veil is here, I realize, the understanding unfolding within me. It's a place of introspection, a space where we confront our truths and emerge stronger for it. But the veil is not without its trials. As we delve deeper, the nebula's energy becomes a double-edged sword, magnifying not only our strengths but also our fears. Shadows flicker at the edges of our vision, whispers echoing with the doubts we harbor. Yet, even as we face these challenges, there's a guiding presence, an ancient consciousness woven into the very fabric of the nebula. It's a guardian of dreams, an entity of light that watches over the veil and its travelers. Seek not to flee the shadows, it speaks, its voice a melody of starlight and silence. For they are part of your journey, as vital as the light that guides you. With this understanding, we embrace the shadows, dancing with them as partners in the veil's symphony. The light and dark intertwine, creating a harmony that resonates with the deepest layers of our souls. The journey through the veil reveals truths I hadn't dared to face, dreams I'd set aside, and futures still unwritten. Each revelation is a step forward, a note in the evolving melody of our lives. When we return to the Vasquez, the nebula's colors swirl around us, a final farewell as we prepare to leave. The veil has given us new understanding, but also new challenges, a call to action that echoes in the recesses of my heart. As we set course for the next destination, I feel a renewed sense of purpose, a clarity born from the depths of the veil. The universe is vast and mysterious, its symphony unfinished, and with each journey we add our voices to its song. The Vasquez moves forward, a beacon of light navigating the cosmic web. And as we sail into the unknown, I know that wherever the paths may lead, the dreams within the veil will forever guide us, weaving us into the eternal dance of the stars. Part 8: The Crucible of Echoes. The Vasquez sails onward, her hull shimmering with the residual glow of the Veil of Dreams. Each mile we cover seems to hum with a promise, the lessons learned from our journey resonating within the ship and its crew. There's a newfound clarity of purpose, a shared understanding between Grit and me that extends beyond words and actions. As we traverse the cosmic web, our next destination aligns into view, a sector marked only by whispers of legend and myth. The Crucible of Echoes, a place where time and reality twist and fold in a cosmic forge, reshaping destinies. Think we'll find anything more surprising than what we've already seen? Grit asks, his voice tinged with the eager anticipation that never really fades, no matter how far we travel. In this universe, Grit, I reply, a grin playing at the corners of my mouth, Surprises are the only constants. The Crucible's approach is heralded by a distortion of light and space, a visible ripple cascading through the fabric of the cosmos. The Vasquez trembles, her instruments struggling to make sense of the anomalies that dance around us like ethereal phantoms. We avert our gaze from the swirling void, focusing on piloting through the barrage of temporal eddies. Each one is a moment displaced, fragments of time seeking cohesion, and I feel the pull of stories, lives lived and unlived, all converging into this nexus of possibility. We break through to find ourselves in an expanse of silence and light, a place untouched by conventional understanding. Floating amidst it, a vast relic emerges, a structure whose architecture defies chronology. It's both ancient and futuristic, a masterpiece of art and functionality, a testament to civilizations that saw beyond linear time. That seems new, Grit remarks, pointing to the relic as it casts shifting shadows across our path. Or very, very old, I counter, adjusting our trajectory. The Vasquez glides closer, her sensors alight with intrigue. We dock at the structure's edge, its surface reflecting a kaleidoscope of colors that shift with every glance. Disembarking, we step into a landscape that feels breathing, alive with echoes of past and future. The walls murmur with voices, fragments of conversation and thought captured in the flow of time. As we explore, the Crucible reveals its secrets, chambers that shift and morph, their walls inscribed with glyphs that pulse with forgotten knowledge. Each room is a memory, a fragment of existence preserved in the structure's heart. We reach a central chamber where an array of mirrors reflects 1,000 reflections, each one a different version of ourselves. In some, I see the me that might have been, a younger, less burdened Jace, full of recklessness and untempered ambition. In others, I'm older, wiser, surrounded by a crew of faces familiar yet unknown. It's like standing in the middle of a life-size choose-your-own-adventure, Grit observes, his voice echoing in the endless reflections. More like a reminder of every choice we've made, I suggest, the gravity of the moment settling over me like a shroud. At the heart of the chamber lies a device, an intricate mechanism that seems to pulse with potential. I approach cautiously, the air around it vibrating with energy. It's a chronotemporal anchor, a relic capable of steering the currents of time and space, a power both immense and perilous. A sudden realization strikes me. The Crucible isn't just a repository of echoes, it's a forge for shaping the future. By understanding the past and embracing the present, the paths ahead become malleable, ready to be crafted into something new. But decisions must be made, consequences weighed. The echoes carry not just stories but warnings, a reminder that the power to shape time is not without cost. "Captain, we've got company," Grit calls out, snapping me from my reverie. The displays flicker with readings, ships converging on our location, drawn by the same promise of power and possibility. "We have to move fast," I say, urgency infusing my words. "If we can secure the anchor, we can stabilize the Crucible, protect it from those who would misuse it." Together, we work to integrate the anchor with the Vasquez's systems, channeling its energy to fortify the relic's defenses. It's a delicate dance, one misstep threatening to unravel the fragile equilibrium we've established. The rival ships draw closer, their intentions clear. But as the anchor activates, the Crucible responds, its chambers realigning to create a protective shell. The relic shimmers, its presence both a shield and a beacon, standing resolute against the encroaching threat. In the end, the trespassers retreat, their ambitions thwarted by the Crucible's newfound strength. As the echoes settle into a harmonious chorus, a sense of peace envelops the sector, a promise that the relic will endure, a guardian of the past and a steward of the future. As we depart, I feel the weight the journey, the choices made, and the paths untraveled settle with me. In the vast expanse of the universe, we are explorers, custodians of a legacy that spans time itself. And as the Vasquez sails into the infinite possibilities of the cosmic web, I know that each moment is a new thread woven into the tapestry of existence. We are the architects of our destiny, and with every heartbeat, we forge our own echoes in the crucible of the stars. Part 9. The Resonance of Shadows. The Vasquez drifts through the quietude of space, her hull gleaming with the echoes of our recent trials. Each moment away from the crucible of echoes feels like a soft exhalation, the universe itself pausing to absorb our place within its vast tapestry. The weight of what we've uncovered lingers, like a melody that resists fading into silence. Our next path unfurls before us, a route traced by the ancient star maps now integrated into our system. These maps are more than coordinates. They're a guide through the hidden alleys of the cosmos, trails left by civilizations that walked these paths before us, their whispers still resonant in the cosmic web. The charts point to a sector called the Shadow Archipelago. I inform Grit as we prepare for our next jump. It's uncharted territory, a cluster of planets enveloped in perpetual twilight, hidden from prying eyes and galactic maps. Sounds cozy, Grit replies, his trademark humor filtering through the tension. Nothing like a little darkness to keep us on our toes. As we engage the engines, the Vasquez slips into the slipstream, the universe bending and twisting around us. The journey is smooth, a dance with the stars that feels both familiar and anticipatory. Yet beneath that anticipation, there's an undercurrent, an echo of something unseen, a mystery cloaked in the shadow of the archipelago. We emerge into a dim expanse of space, the light from the distant stars casting the planets in an ethereal glow. Each world is unique, their surfaces marked by swirling oceans and jagged cliffs that shimmer in the twilight. The sector is alive, but not in the way one might expect. There's a stillness to it, a sense of vastness that extends beyond the physical. Yet amidst the silence, a tension thrums, a resonance that calls out, beckoning us deeper. We choose a course toward a central planet, its presence large and enigmatic. It rotates slowly, its elongated shadows stretching across a surface of obsidian and emerald. I feel a pull as if the planet itself cradles an ancient secret, waiting to be revealed. As we descend through its atmosphere, the Vasquez is enveloped by shadows that cling like mist. The air is thick with the scent of rain and earth, the sky a canvas of muted colors that shift with the breeze. It's a world caught between light and dark, its beauty haunting and surreal. We land in a clearing surrounded by towering monoliths, their surfaces etched with intricate patterns that pulse with a faint glow. These are not just stones, they are the custodians of knowledge, sentinels that guard the planet's history. Stepping out into the twilight, we find ourselves in a landscape alive with motion and sound. Creatures flit between the trees, their forms fluid, their eyes aglow with intelligence. They watch us with a curiosity that mirrors our own, a silent acknowledgement that we are guests in their domain. The monoliths guide us to a cavern hidden beneath a waterfall of liquid silver. Inside, the air is cool, the walls lined with luminescent fungi that cast a gentle light over everything. It's a sanctuary, a place where shadows dance with the echoes of time. At the heart of the cavern lies an altar, its surface a mosaic of colors that ripple like the surface of a pond. As I approach, the shadows converge, their resonance intensifying, creating a symphony of whispers that echo in my mind. It's a recording, a message left by those who came before, a caution wrapped in riddles and prophecy. The archipelago is not just a refuge, it's a prison designed to contain a force born of shadow, a consciousness that thrives in the darkness between worlds. A chill threads through me as the realization sinks in. This force, this shadow, is seeking to break free, its tendrils reaching beyond the archipelago, weaving into the very fabric of the web we've journeyed across. We need to warn the others, I say, urgency sharpening my voice. This force, it's a threat to everything connected by the web. As we retrace our steps back to the Vasquez, the shadows around us seem to deepen, the resonance growing ever closer. I can feel the weight of our task, the responsibility of guardianship that now rests upon our shoulders. Back aboard the ship, Grit and I work with fevered determination, transmitting a beacon of knowledge and caution to the guardians and all who wander the pathways. It's a call to arms, a plea for vigilance against the encroaching dark. As we navigate out of the Shadow Archipelago, the universe around us shifts, the path ahead uncertain yet charged with purpose. The stitch of the cosmos is fragile, but with each journey, we mend and strengthen its weave. The Vasquez sails on, her course set amidst the stars, a lone light against the vastness of the unknown. And as we journey forward, the shadows that linger behind serve as a reminder of the delicate balance we must maintain in the celestial dance, a dance where each step, each echo, carries the weight of the universe itself. Part 10: The Echo of Forgotten Stars. With the Shadow Archipelago receding into the depths of space, Vasquez forges ahead, a lone ship amid the unending sea of stars. The warning we've sent into the cosmic web weighs heavy, a beacon of both hope and forewarning. My mind is restless, spinning with the knowledge of the shadowed force that seeks to unravel the very threads we weave. Grit sits at his station, fingers dancing over the controls with habitual ease. "Feels like we've stirred up quite the hornet's nest," he muses, his words laced with a blend of concern and anticipation. "More like we've nudged the sleeping giant," I reply, watching the stars streak past. But even giants have weaknesses. Our next destination shimmers on the horizon of possibility, a star system designated only by a string of numbers, forgotten by most and remembered by few. The charts hint at a place where stars once thrived, a cradle of light now silent, its secrets dormant beneath the dust of time. As we approach, the system reveals its somber beauty. The stars here are hushed, their brilliance dimmed to whispers that flicker like distant memories. Amidst them, a lone planet spins, a relic of vibrant days now cloaked in twilight's embrace. We descend through tattered remnants of atmosphere, the Vasquez settling onto a landscape of rolling dunes and ghostly spires that pierce the horizon. The air is thin, tinged with the scent of ancient stone and the echo of forgotten winds. "This place feels like a memory," Grit remarks, his voice soft as he surveys the alien terrain. "A place that remembers what it once was." We step out onto the planet's surface, the crunch of sand beneath our boots the only sound in the vast silence. The world is still, yet I sense a pulse beneath its quiet veneer, a rhythm that waits, coiled and ready to awaken. The dunes lead us to a valley where monolithic ruins stand as sentinels against the sky. Their surfaces are etched with patterns that shift and dance, a language lost to time but alive with meaning. I run my fingers over the carvings, feeling the weight of history and the promise of discovery in their touch. In the heart of the ruins, we find a chamber half buried in sand, its entrance guarded by statues worn smooth by time. Inside, the air is cool, the darkness tempered by the glow of crystals embedded in the walls, each one singing with energy, their song resonating with the core of the planet itself. At the center stands an obelisk, its surface a tapestry of light that shifts with each breath. It's a beacon of knowledge, a repository of the past that vibrates with the echoes of those who came before. As I approach, the crystals hum in recognition, aligning with the resonance within me. The obelisk comes to life, projecting images into the chamber, a symphony of light and sound depicting the rise and fall of stars, the birth of worlds, and the dance of galaxies. It's a history written in celestial strokes, a testament to the grandeur and fragility of the universe. But amidst the wonder lies a message, a narrative of the forces that govern the cosmic web and the balance that must be maintained. The obelisk warns of cycles repeated, of shadows that rise with the fall of light, always seeking to tip the scales toward chaos. We're not the first to face this, are we? Grit's voice echoes, filled with the weight of realization. No, I reply, the truth settling heavily upon us. This has happened before and it will happen again, but we have a chance to learn to break the cycle. The obelisk reveals a key, a fragment of energy, pure and potent, capable of rekindling the stars that falter across the system. By harnessing this power, we can restore balance, reigniting the light that holds the shadows at bay. Together, Grit and I work, channeling the energy from the obelisk into the planet's core. The ground trembles with the force of renewal, the air alive with the scent of ozone and rebirth. Above, the stars respond, their light rekindling, brightening the cosmos with a new dawn. The system awakens, a symphony of light and harmony that reverberates through the cosmic web. The shadows recede, their dark whispers silenced by the chorus of stars reborn. And as the light spreads, I feel the universe shift, the balance restored, at least for now. As we leave the planet behind, its ruins now a beacon of hope and resilience, I feel a sense of purpose, a clarity that binds us to the greater whole. Our journey is far from over, each step forging new paths of understanding and connection. The Vasquez moves forward, her course set amidst the endless expanse of possibilities. And as we navigate the cosmic web, our echoes become part of the larger symphony, a testament to the strength and persistence of all who seek to explore the mysteries of the stars.